Hello, my friends. Welcome once again to another episode of Hot Rocks. I'm Steve Rock. Thanks for checking out the show. We're here to pretty much try to get you off your butt, not for the next hour hangout. But after that, get out and check out the Northwest because there's a little bit of rocking going on. In fact, probably more than ever. And I'm constantly amazed at the local bands that we find right here in the Northwest. I mean, it's never ending. It's literally never ending, the list of fantastic bands that are coming out of the Northwest. And getting to sit in this chair the last couple of years has just been a thrill. Going out to all the local shows. I'll be at El Corazon later tonight watching some local homies. It just never ends. So we're here to try to inspire you to maybe do the thing you were talking about yesterday that you never did, is actually go to a live show. You can feel bad all night that you haven't, or you could think all night about going tomorrow, or you could just go. Just go right now, okay? It's the weekend. Just find a show. I couldn't count on one hand how many shows there are just tonight in the Northwest. I'm not even claiming a certain area code, whatever. It's all over the place. So for the next hour, I got the Turpentines, and they are an up-and-coming band that you're going to want to hear about. The loudest band ever to come out of Burien. And right here, starting it off, the Turpentines, doing it up live here on Hot Rocks. Oh, yeah, and we are live, so, yeah, well, there's the website, hotrocks.tv. And, yes, we are still here on Scan for the time being. And no thanks to our mayor of Seattle that is trying to stifle the arts as much as he can. No, we're still sitting here for now, and that's great news. There is the telephone lines. If you're digging what you're about to be hearing, which is the Turpentines, doing new news, this is Hot Rocks. the Turpentines. Welcome back to Hot Rocks. I'm Steve Rock. Thanks for checking out the show once again, as we're just uncovering a little bit more of the scene, the Northwest, musically for you, the watcher. And we got hotrocks.tv. That's our website. I know there's the turpentines.com.
Yeah.
Is that it? Plain and simple?
Yep. The Turpentines.
Not / upside down / sideways asterisk. No, just straight up the turpentines.com. I can't believe that wasn't taken. That's awesome.
I know, right?
That's one of the reasons. We chose
One of the many. Awesome. So starting off, name and occupation.
Jonah, guitar and vocals.
I'm Charlie. I play bass and vocals, backup vocals.
I'm Daniel. I play the drums, and I also sing some backup vocals.
And you also wear one of the finer tank tops that I've seen while doing this show for 2 years.
Thank you.
Could we please just right off the bat, let's get this, it's the elephant or the tank top in the room. Let's talk about the tank top. What did it say there? Because some people couldn't tell. But
It says jazzercise.
it says jazzercise, which
Jazzercise.
I've celebrated the trend for years, of course, jazzercising, which is a mixture of jazz and exercise. Of
Right.
course. So how has jazzercise affected you?
It hasn't. I actually found the tank top at a Goodwill, and I couldn't, along with some boxers with hearts on them that said, on the waistband, they said, "Kiss me."
Oh, nice.
So I went ahead and I bought both of them because I thought they were
tank top,
fantastic. I thought that I'd wear them in a show.
If it was under $100, you paid too little. Jazzercise
It was
tank.
maybe $7.
Excellent. Oh, I love thrift stores.
I know.
Me too.
I'm a thrift shop junkie right here.
Yeah,
I'll admit it. Raise my hand right now.
Hey, this coat too, actually. Thrift shop,
Really?
$10.
Dude, I tell you, I could talk all day about consuming, but just the sheer fact that everybody's just throwing away stuff faster than they can buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm finding it at Goodwill in Valley Village. So
right.
ends up working out. So the Turpentines, how long have you guys been rocking?
Well, the three of us have been together for just over a year now, I guess.
Yeah.
They've been together for a while then.
Me and Daniel, we've been playing since beginning of 7th grade.
7th grade, yeah.
Wow, 7th grade.
Yeah. And so about.
Were you just drawing a picture of a guitar on your peachy or something? Or like, what happened? What's the magical beginning here?
I don't even remember.
I
That
don't,
was so
yeah.
long ago.
I don't even
I've
know
been
the story
I've been
at all.
playing since I was 8, and he had been playing drums on and off for 2 years at that point.
No, I think
too?
I've been playing since 8 or 9 actually,
Right.
but I wasn't really that serious about it until more recently. So.
And I had tried to play with some other guys in the class in school, and nothing really clicked. And then I already played drums, and we were both like, "Well, let's try it out. Let's see what happens." And it worked out. And then we formed a band called Alligator Pears.
The alligator pears.
Yes.
Not like alligator, like picking and eating a pear, but like a.
No, like
No,
alligator.
Like a pear,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the fruit.
It's
Oh,
actually
really?
slang
Oh,
for,
pear.
Oh, okay.
for
That's
avocado.
better.
But
I was kind of joking. That's wait, alligager pears. Oh,
Yeah.
avocado?
Yeah, avocado.
How big of? You're obviously avocado nuts. What's-
I wasn't at the time, but
Oh.
now I've learned to love them.
Because of the band? Through the band, did you
that
realize
has-
your love?
might have
actually-
something to do with it, actually.
I
don't
like
know.
avocados more now than I did before I started playing with these guys.
Really?
Well, there's
it's
always
contagious.
avocados at Jonah's house.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, but yeah, we went through a few bassists. We came out with an album at one point, which we recorded at Litho's studio in Fremont.
Litho.
Yeah.
Props to Litho.
Props to
Been there a
Litho.
couple times.
Absolutely.
Kind of fantastic, kind of hidden and secretive.
Absolutely.
and
Oh
radical.
yeah. And the guy who engineered that was Floyd Retzma, and he did a fantastic job. And that all came
Props to
out.
Floyd.
Yeah, props to Floyd as well. And yeah, the whole thing just worked out great. But then we hadn't really had, no offense to the past, but hadn't really had someone who just chemically and musically fit. And we also had wanted to do more funk and that, and we,
Like
it
Chili
takes a lot
Peppers-ish
more,
stuff,
takes a
I
lot
guess.
more chops. And so when this
You
guy
needed
came
a flea.
along-
You didn't need
Yeah,
not
exactly.
flea.
Enter Charlie.
Enter Charlie.
And then I was in a band called Flora-Fauna with a few kids from my school, and yeah, I guess we had played a few shows with you guys. And then one night during a band set that we were on a bill with,
At K-Tub, right?
Yeah, at K-Tub in Kirkland, we started playing tag
Yeah.
out in the park, and then
park,
I remember you guys were hitting each other playing like karate.
Jonah
But,
scratched me and drew blood, actually.
Brutal.
Anyways,
For real, man.
scratching it. Yeah, and then, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we had been trying to get him for ages because we had seen him in that band, and we were like, we want that guy.
It
as
took
our
me a while
bassist,
too,
and it took
because
a while, but-
it took a while just I didn't want to make it down to Burien for a while.
But then you went to Burien. You're like,
yeah,
there's a
and I was like, this is
Godfather's,
cool.
there's a thrift store. Bing, bang, boom.
The Australian meat pie shop.
Yeah,
that's-
Australian meat
That
pies.
place is delicious.
Say no
But
more.
yeah, and then I guess we just jammed a few times and it just clicked.
clicked.
Yeah.
And now you're on the TV.
Yeah.
Now you're on the TV. Crap.
Mama's proud.
All right, well, getting right back into it.
Yeah.
Well, you got the Turpentines.com. This is live. Phone numbers, one more time, right here, up here. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I'm looking at the TV screen. There they are. I made that. Look, I made that happen.
Nice.
There it is. Call. Do you like us? Do you like us? Call. Okay, so the Turpentines, I'm blowing away.
Yeah.
Now, instantly I think of a couple things that could be saying that, like a leaf. It's like, you know, freaking out. It's blowing away literally. Or you personally, like in like strife. Like
I guess
not.
You wrote the lyrics.
I
didn't
wrote the
you?
lyrics to
wrote
this
the
one,
lyrics
yeah.
for this one,
And
Are you blowing away?
I don't know. It was just about kind of moving somewhere because I've always been sort of in one place my whole life. So
And
I
it's
was fantasizing about just leaving, blown away.
it's hard for me sometimes to sing something I don't relate to, but when he brought these lyrics, it just totally worked.
Yeah.
I've moved a lot, and it was really cool how he totally encompasses that.
Dig it, man. We'll go into back to September, live with the Turpentines. I'm blowing away. Hot Rocks. I'm blown away. That was a good song. I'm blowing away the Turpentines. There's your CD that is quite new, in fact, right? The Turpentines?
Yeah, it just came out in December.
Just came out in December. We'll talk about the creation of it in just a few here. And so I'm blowing away. You guys were trying to debate exactly when that was written.
Right.
One of the earlier ones, actually. I remember one of the first couple times we were jamming. Yeah, you brought it in, I know.
Yeah, it was a riff we were just sort of playing around with, and then we just sort of were experimenting with the kind of tempo, time changes with it, and it just kind of turned out like that. Yeah.
It was one of the first couple songs we wrote, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Wicked.
I think it was the second song we wrote.
Well, let us go to the phones and see what Stanley thinks about it. Stanley, you're on the air, man. Welcome to Hot Rock, Stanley.
No, it's Randy.
Randy. Randy, can I call you Stanley? Randy? Randy, what's up, man? Would you like to say hi to the Turpentines? Do you have a question for the boys?
I do have a question. I was wondering if they're going to do a tour in Seattle or Everett.
Oh, good question, Randy. Appreciate you calling and checking out the show, bro. Rock on, man. Good question. When are you rocking? And where?
December 20th is... Actually, no, tomorrow night we're playing
That's a little earlier. A little sooner than the 20th.
a benefit show down at the Mix in Georgetown.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a benefit show for child cancer and a toy drive for all
Really
of
cool,
that.
man. Tomorrow night in Georgetown.
Yep.
Yeah, and
at the Mix.
At the Mix, yeah. And other dates are December 20th at the Comet Tavern.
Right on.
January 15th at this place called the Josephine in Ballard, and then January 22nd at the Vera Project, actually.
Right on, dude.
So we play a lot.
Yeah,
We're super psyched for all
things
of
moving, especially at the end of the year. You know, there's like, there's just certain people that, I can't do anything December to February. And a lot of bands suffer because of that. You know, there's that one guy, and sometimes it's just going to be that way, or you got family far away, you got to go. But
We've had a lot of those.
Yeah, we've had a lot of shows to one guy, but they've. Yeah,
the guy liked it,
fun,
so.
yeah, there you go. But I mean, people need rocking. Doesn't matter if it's. I've seen Christmas day of Christmas shows just totally be epic, just packed out because nothing else is happening.
Yeah,
exactly. It was like, okay, Christmas is over. Now what? Oh, there's that one show. You know, one band was smart enough to actually make it happen day of. So so that is probably if I went to theturpentines.com, I would find information.
Yes, you would
on all
find
these shows.
different info.
But yeah, tomorrow night, George. Have you guys ever rocked Georgetown? I love it down there.
We rock Georgetown a lot.
We recorded. We recorded the album there too, and
Chaos Studios.
Chaos
Studios. Yeah, let's talk about it there. So and I love this cover. Tell me about that right off the bat.
That was a friend of ours drew the background artwork. Reed McCoy did the background
Reed McCoy,
artwork.
props Reed.
Yeah, props Reed, and props to Theo Henderson who did all the photos inside and everything. Cool. And then I took it all and did the album design, put it together, and we sort of were looking for something relatively psychedelic, remnants of the Hendrix albums in the 60s, all those posters and stuff we love with just lines going everywhere. And
yeah, totally. Kind of like the mushroom shirt.
Like the mushroom shirt.
Mushroom shirt we're seeing in the videos.
So that's how the cover came along.
That's rad.
A teacher of ours said that the cover looked like a peacock on LSD.
Wow.
Except it's a squid, but
it is
not
a
a
peacock.
peacock.
I kind of understand where that's coming
the
from.
thing behind it.
Yeah. Maybe wasn't wearing their glasses or something.
If we're on LSD, you might think it were squids.
I was definitely thinking squid myself. Does he or she have a name? Have you?
No.
If
No,
not,
we haven't named the squid.
We should name the squid.
You should probably name it right now, just on TV at this moment.
Randy.
Randy.
So Randy, our first caller.
Randy.
Why not? Yeah.
Sounds good.
I love
Randy
it.
the Squid.
Randy the Squid.
We named the squid after our first caller.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, Randy the Squid. And tell him, hi, we're doing a TV show. How you doing?
Hey.
All right. People just rolling through. All right. The door is unlocked. And it's nice to know that. All right. That's the beauty of Scan TV. We're all friends here. Those are the guys doing the show down the hallway. I love it though. We welcome. You know, I should probably take the welcome mat from outside the door. But and real quickly, tell me about the name, which I totally love, but just want to know exactly.
Hysterical Naked.
Yeah, we
Hysterical
debated a
Naked.
few different things.
It's not about Matthew McConaughey.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Not at all. No, I'm a bit of a beatnik poetry nut and all of that, and it originates sort of from Allen Ginsberg poem and that.
Ginsberg.
But we also just the whole album the process, we recorded the whole album in 7 days.
Like
and
10-hour days.
in and out, yeah. And so, and a lot of it was at least half naked. So in some way.
that was you mostly.
Mostly me, half naked. And then the sound we thought was pretty raw, and so it fit. And
It felt,
liked that.
it
felt
like,
right.
Yeah.
And being a fan like you guys are of maybe words, like it looks good, you know. I'm definitely about the aesthetics of words as well, you know, and it looks right.
I like it.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Thanks.
And okay, well, I'm being told again that there is a Stanley.
A Stanley.
I believe that this could very well be Stanley if we're going to the phones again, which I'm waiting for. Stanley! Stanley?
Hi there.
Hey there, Stanley. What's happening, man?
I was just wondering how.
That's part of a question. How?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what's up, Stanley?
I was wondering how you guys would respond to. How you would respond to hearing that you guys sound similar to the Seattle band Chaz and the Mungie Cats, and if you knew about them already, and like if you've been influenced by them.
Stanley, it looks like a good question because they're all acting hysterical clothes, fortunately for me. But,
Thanks for calling, Stanley.
thanks, Stanley. Thanks for watching the show. Okay, I don't know if you need to answer the question or at least tell me what is going on. With
Chaz and the...
That's our friends.
we getting called out.
We had a period of time where we were trying to find the right band name, and that was
What was it again?
Chaz and the Mungie Cats.
Chaz
That
and
wasn't
the Mungie
not one
Cats.
of our ideas, actually. It was Stanley's.
Stanley's idea.
I was
Stanley.
somehow I was going to guess that it was actually Stanley's. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
I
much
think
it.
enough said right there. Okay. Nothing. I love the name, but the Turpentines kind of rolls off the tongue. That's good.
Yeah.
And also, that would have been the URL would have been taken, but the Turpentines.com was not.
It's not.
There you have it. So let's move onward to the Kama Sutra Jam.
Excellent.
It's an interesting title.
Yeah.
Was it a jam to begin with? Is it
Yes.
a jam that we're about to
Yeah.
watch? And how is it tied into a famous book like the Kama Sutra?
Well,
It was just a really...
Well,
started
no,
out-
originally we were gonna just use phrases and lyrics from the
yeah, I
Kama
forgot.
Sutra because we couldn't think of lyrics to fit.
yeah,
And so we started it as a jam, and I had the cards out in front of me, and I was just speaking them sort of in slow monotone, and it was really fun.
And,
so
and we
Where's a
ended up-
video of that?
And we had to, lots of times we'll name songs just kind of on the spot so we can kind of remember them, you know, because we have a ton of ideas going all the time. And just like the
You
Kama
didn't have
Sutra
another
Jam.
Kama Sutra Jam.
Not yet, yeah.
Okay,
we just
good.
kind of decided to stick with the name.
and it's
Yeah, and then throughout the recording process, we kept on thinking we were going to rename it, but we
Never did.
Yeah, we liked the name.
And we even wrote the lyrics for it in the studio.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
We still hadn't had lyrics at that point.
Are the lyrics kind of sexy?
not
No.
really.
Oh, not really.
not-
Okay.
not-
Ironically, not at all.
not
They
compared
are
Depends on
very
I guess
unsexy.
your point of view, but
It's all subjective, of course. Can you give me a line or a word at least? Give me at least one word from it.
The earth is spinning today, and I am spinning away.
I like it. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just let them see it. Here we are once again, the Turpentines on Hot Rocks, the Kama Sutra Jam. Kama Sutra Jam. The Turpentines.com is their website, the Turpentines. That sounded good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
you.
Sounded dang good. You guys ever like mix it up, or are you guys pretty uniform, even with something called a jam like that?
Well, it used to be all those songs were like 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
6 to 9 minutes was our typical song length. But going into the studio, Chad, we have to shout out to
McMurray.
Chad.
Yeah,
Chad
thank you,
McMurray
To Chad.
made
Yay,
this
Chad.
whole album possible, helped us immensely both in production and still is pushing us. He owns the Mix in Georgetown and Chaos Studios.
Okay, yeah.
Studios is
And
in the back, yeah.
and he helped us. He was perfect. He came to us saying, you know, I want to capture your live sound, which is exactly what we were
What we
hoping
wanted,
for someone
yeah.
to do. And then on top of that, he helped us cut our songs and really go, you know, this isn't important, like this doesn't add, I lose attention here, but in a way that was, that, you know, it wasn't botching the idea of the song or anything.
Yeah. He kind of tightened everything up. Which
I
was
guess
cool.
we still jam, but some songs we just like, you know, the energy of it just to carry through the way it is just perfect for us, and so
it was kind of funny because we thought that when we kind of cut all those songs, we thought we were gonna sort of have these really long live versions still, you know, those would be the album versions, but we kind of ended up just digging the album versions, you know. Yeah.
We still have some, like Vagabond Blues is one on the album, and that's still a 9-minute, and that
Something like
jams
that,
on
yeah.
for a while.
Right on.
But yeah.
Cool to hear that he wanted to capture your live sound, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
Because that, I mean, just that says something about you guys in the first place, because some people are the opposite. They're like, okay, now we have to try to bring this on the stage.
Right.
So it's a good sign when, you know, I mean, that's hopeful for the future as far as a band when, okay, your sound, what you're doing live, let's do that in the studio.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't count how many bands that are vice versa and, you know, having trouble like, okay, we need to somehow make sure we sound okay live because we can only do it in the studio.
I just don't get how that happens. I don't know, just personally.
It's subjective, you know.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
musician's
sure,
different.
yeah,
So if it makes
yeah.
sense to you in Pro Tools and it may not live, you know, it's like
Yeah.
there's different kinds of genius out there, all kinds. You
That's
know?
true,
I've seen
yeah.
a lot of them. So yeah. So I think we're gonna go to the phone lines here, and I think it's to someone far away,
Yeah,
far away
Santa
to the
Fe.
south, I believe. Do we got Shanti here from Santa Fe?
Yes.
Welcome to Hot Rocks. What's up? Say hi to the Turpentines.
Hi.
Hi,
I love what
Shanti.
you do. It's fantastic.
Hey, Grandma.
Oh, Grandma.
I hope they come to Santa Fe. It's enormously wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you.
They got somewhere to stay for the night? You're going to put them up if they come down there?
I will put them up, I guarantee.
Man, the hookup is awesome. Shanti, thanks for watching the show. Thanks for the call.
Thank you. You are just wonderful, the whole group, and you are so charming, Steve. it's a pleasure to
Thank
hear
you. Thank you so much, Shanti. Appreciate it. You
Thank
call
you.
anytime.
Thank you.
Call anytime. Awesome. Grandma hooking up a little love there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So originally from Santa Fe?
I am, yeah. Born and bred for 7 years on a ranch sort of out there in the desert. I still miss the sun.
Really?
So
Yeah.
much, this rain.
It's funny, my buddy in my room today actually just Wikipedia'd Seattle weather. And we were like looking at how many days a year it's partly cloudy to cloudy, and it said like pretty much all. So you know, it's definitely a far cry from way down there. But you know, we appreciate the sun. I don't know what it's like down there so much, but you know, when the sun comes out here, and it may be gone by the time I get my bike and go outside. It may have disappeared once again, but
No, and Seattle just has a different beauty. But
I kind of feel like it's all the more reason to lock yourself up in your room and write music.
that's one of the many theories that people have is like there's so much music coming out of here because we got the time indoors.
Yeah.
You know, and if I was born in the North Bay area, and same thing, like, you know, 6-7 years later, I'm in Seattle. I call myself a Seattleite. I've lived here my whole, you know, most of my life. But if I stayed in California, it'd be a hell of a skateboarder.
yeah,
I'd be just like Tony Hawking around. But, you know, moved here, I know how to play guitar and some instruments. So, you know, there's pros and cons to everywhere.
oh yeah.
So eventually we're going to get to Hive Mind after Rose rocks on the wire, lets us know what's going down around town. Hive Mind, I instantly, my guess is that, and I like talking about being into philosophy these days, that there's quite a mentality among large groups of people.
Yeah.
Am I right there?
Yeah,
in saying?
absolutely.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first person to kind of get that.
Yeah. No, yeah. And that's kind of the idea of this song. Near the end, it's sort of acknowledging that hive mind, representing it, and then near the end saying, but we're all just here to reproduce in the end biologically, so what are you going to do about it?
Well, think about it and talk about it
And
and
talk
argue
about
about it a lot.
And do it a lot, too.
And do it a lot, and hopefully make some stuff that may outlast yourself.
Yeah.
That's kind of the hope,
Leave
right?
a legacy, yeah. Something behind.
Do you think, well, probably, I think I know the answer today, but so children or music, what's more important to leave behind?
Music.
Yeah.
Music.
Well, you didn't have to think about that. Why?
No.
Because I had some friends that, I mean, you guys are a little younger, but,
You're a little different.
I would say,
You're kind of half and half on that.
I'm a little half and half on that. Maybe musical children, so that
It's a good solution.
you can, if you pass on the music to the children, they can continue making music for the
two
future.
birds, one stone right there, man.
Exactly.
And that's the thing with, I don't know if you guys have seen Idiocracy, but
Yeah.
see, it's like, the theory of, the really smart people are like, we're going to wait to have kids for another 10 years. And then those are the people that should be having them to have more offspring and actually know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so.
a good
But yeah, it's all subjective. You know how you grew up, and do you guys think your parents are pretty instrumental in how you think that way, or is it just something that you've?
I mean, my mom's a flamenco dancer. My dad's an acting teacher. Neither of them went to college, and my dad always wanted to be a musician, I think. And so he's put so much energy and power and money into my music and all of that, so I've had an immense amount of support. So
props to those guys.
Props
right?
to the parents, unbelievably so. And we practice in the house, and God
yeah,
knows they have to
they're
listen to the whole house shaking all the time. So they've been amazing with that. And yeah, they were instrumental, but they've always said, do whatever you want.
That's
Essentially find what you love and follow through.
I feel the same way about my parents, yeah.
That's awesome. I lucked out the same way too. It's like, but it's funny because I've been in some bands, and I'll have a best friend that grew up exactly how I did, and then the next is like my parents hated music. It was all devil rock. I had to fight every day of my life just to play guitar. Meanwhile, my mom's like, let's rent a guitar and see if you like it, And so it's where you come from, but it's just how you arrive there. There's so many different ways to do it. There's no wrong way. But
there's nothing like support. It takes a bit of the piss out of revolution within the household, but the only thing I can do now to revolt is cut my hair. But it's I would never sacrifice that support for anything else. But it's been,
Shout out to the parents.
Yeah, shout out to the
shout
parents.
out, mom and dad's
They've
right
made
there.
it all possible. God bless.
I got to say, without my mom and dad, I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
All right, so Hive Mind, after we go to going right now to Rose with On the Wire. Rose.
Thanks, Steve. Here's what's going on this December 11th, 2010. El Corazon is all ages tonight with Me Versus Myself, striking back Van EPs and Austin Jenkins. This show begins at 8 p.m. Studio 7 is host to Pacific Northwest Fest tonight. Bands include Perfect Janice, Caldera, Haunting the Disconnect, and many more. This show is all ages and is going on now. Club Motor is 21 and over tonight with The Kamikazes, The F-Holes, Anna Mercury, Silver, and The Go-Go Brigade. This show begins at 9 o'clock. Flights Pub in Everett has Rev 3, The Petting Zoo, and Cream City tonight. Flights is 21 and over, and show begins at 9 o'clock. Haley's in Everett has The Takeover, Pretty P, and Soul the Interrogator tonight. Haley's is 21 and over, and show begins at 9 o'clock. Hot Rocks bands that have shows coming up include on December 17th, Hippie Speedball will be at Bender's in Renton. A Lesson in Chaos will be at Studio 7 with HMP. Mom's Rocket will be at the Capitol Theater in Olympia, and Wide Eye Panic will be at the 4th Ave Tavern in Olympia with Witchburn. December 18th, Nether will be at the Aces Casino in Arlington, and Hot Rocks will be on location December 18th at Club Motor. Bands include Jackie Rome, Kissing Girls Band, Universal Measure, and A Lesson in Chaos. This show is all ages and doors are at 8 o'clock. This has been On the Wire. I'm Rose. Here's the next clip from the Turpentines called Hive Mind.
Mother chasing leaf to up, look this spew or mile lover, always covered the dead with proper curtain. Bitter years, better tears, so Lisbon getting bad, it's him who lied because he died. Don't guitar strumming pattern, make a soul shake a hum. Forever, never better between two beasts of burden. All the minds of the creeps and all the poets too will find you laying the feet on the head of newborn babies. The engine room will blow up soon. The worker ants will drop their pants. The pods will spew and hit the fuel. Prepared for calculation. Oh, for population. Oh, the little things, the joy, the shudder sings, good as greatness, well as a sinkhole. Mother never lied, father never tried. Great heathen creature, spare the preacher. His lies were spent in vain. On the masses, broken ashes, torn skirt, bloody and burnt. Never again, never again, never again, never again. Oh no, never again. Scattered anus built to shame us. Are you offended, my dear? Each your bones on fire, scattered brick. She cut out the lights.
And we're back. We're having too much fun just talking to each other here. And well, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Hive Mind. There it is. And as we were paying attention in the beginning there. But sounded good, you guys. Once again, going back to September.
Thank you very much.
And Sean, in that room. That guy works hard.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
he's
he's
done an
done
awesome
great
job.
stuff.
Right, yeah.
As well as props to all the volunteers. Every video you guys have seen on Hot Rocks through the years, it's volunteers, it's people and that's the beauty that almost have the matched passion of you guys up there, because you guys really, really want to make those songs, right?
Yeah.
Well, we really, really want to capture those songs. And that's the whole point. It's like all four of those cameras, the camera people are at all these shows going out. They're not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. We just love music.
Beautiful.
Everyone's been cool too
So well
this whole
done.
time, yeah.
And that's what's cool about, especially in the Northwest, where there's just so much more passion. We're talking about, it's funny how, it's always cloudy, so we're always shut in, maybe making more jams that way. But it does feel that way. Like, have you guys seen in your short time as a band collectively, like, is there good vibes? Like, whether, and once again, you guys are playing Georgetown tomorrow night.
Yeah, at the mix.
And whether it's Georgetown or all the way to Olympia or way past Everett, it's just better vibes than, I was just talking about touring a couple times this year, going around the nation. Some amazing cliques, amazing groups of people out there. But there really is no spot like the Northwest.
It's a cool place. I love it here.
It's just conducive,
I mean, I begin to slowly despise any place I am for too long. So I have, I'll complain about it a lot. But we also have, we have friends, and they've been so supportive and all of that. But also, we play a lot of music that doesn't reach our generation as much, or smaller amounts of our generation. So finding more, playing in bars and more, we find the old hippies and people who recognize licks or tones and all of that. And it really is fun to play for people who can see that.
Isn't that interesting? It's just
it's just different.
It's fun. I mean, I've talked about it so much more recently that I was talking about the history of metal recently, and how, when I was a little kid, if I was trying to do a radio show, it would be entirely different than today, because of how much more music, how rock has even evolved.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there wasn't any, just a few, I mean, we're talking 50 years ago, there was blues.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
And Buddy Holly was about to get moving. You know, that's about it.
Yeah.
So
and
it's-
now there's anti-folk, there's sludge metal.
anything you can imagine.
Yeah.
Drone metal.
Drone.
Ambient Norwegian black metal side of Zydeco or something. I think we have on the phone lines, going one more time to the phones, we have Andy. Andy.
Hey there.
Andy in Bremerton, welcome to Hot Rocks. What's up, dude? Say hi to the Turpentines.
Hey,
Hi, Andy.
Turpentines.
Hey, Andy.
What's up?
Oh, well, I just wanted to say, if this is real, this is huge.
Huge. Well, that's a good word, Andy. What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I can't really explain it. Not really.
What are you feeling about the music you're seeing here?
I just think if it's real, it's huge. Alrighty.
Right on. Love it, man. What do you guys think about Andy's comment on huge? I like huge.
Well,
Thank you.
Huge is a positive term. I would say.
Huge is definitely positive.
Definitely.
I don't know if you mean sonically or.
You still there, Andy? Andy, you still there? Nope.
No, Andy
Andy's
has
just
We
gone.
lost
Well,
him.
thank you, Andy. Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate it. We got hotrocks.tv, and people may be streaming there. But I think I know what he means. It is huge. As you know, what some bands that I've seen live are not huge. You know, and even maybe he's talking about your aura or just the sound or whatever it could be. Like, what's an adjective that comes to mind? You know, coming from within your own minds and in your own band. What's something that you'd describe to me if I didn't know what your band sounded like?
Cathartic.
Good word.
Loud.
Loud.
I mean, I love my room because, you know, certain venues you can't turn up, but in my room we can just crank the hell out of it until you feel every, and that's exactly, you know, a lot of my, that's why I love having an album too, because, you know, a lot of people I know or just people can't come to the show. That feeling of your body vibrating, especially when you get older, starts to become scary. And not so, you know, where we sort of live off of that.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's that feeling.
And real quickly, we're going to get into Dumbbell Poison in a second here. You're talking about how, you know, some of the younger crowd can't completely grasp some of that more old school rock that I'm hearing with you guys. And I mean, the first band that comes to my brain is Cream, one of my favorites.
Really?
We get
Because we get that a lot.
We've been
that,
getting
yeah.
that more and more, and
Well,
it would have been the
that's-
last old band I would have connected with.
It's a good sign.
Yeah,
I'm not
oh,
gonna, you know,
yeah,
like
no.
some Ginger Baker? No?
I'm not complaining, no.
Yeah, dude. Well, what's from each of you guys? What's a band that you think personally has influenced what you guys are?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. with
Chili Peppers?
Blood Sugar Sex Magic. That
Right
album.
on. Oh,
I mean,
dude.
that album. Yeah, I was listening to that album a lot when we were actually making our album. It's kind of interesting to think about which albums I was like
Right.
obsessing over while we were recording. But
And it was, whether it was subconscious or you were, you know,
Yeah.
some bands are actually, we need to play a song like that.
Yeah.
But other times it just kind of leaks out. You know?
yeah,
So
Chili Peppers and Hendrix. Really.
Chili's and Hendrix.
I mean, it changes, you know, depending on what I've been listening to lately. But
Well, let's talk about Dumbbell Poison.
late-
What am I about to hear? Name a band that.
Actually, oddly enough, that one was influenced a lot for me by two, Queens of the Stone Age and Robert Johnson.
Nice.
So,
Good combo. Now that would be a tour.
That would be a
Tour, dude.
bring them up on stage right back up.
Seriously, dude.
No, that would be amazing. But yeah, those.
Ooh, I like that combo.
For me, you know, who has influenced me as a drummer a lot was the drummer from the Mars Volta on Deloused in the Comatorium and Francis the Mute. But honestly, I don't even listen. I mean, anything Dave Grohl's ever drummed on.
Grohl's the
And
man.
speaking of Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf, the amazing album.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
One of my favorites.
And that was a huge part of this song, actually. It was an influence from that. And also, you know, any other music, even if it's not drum-oriented, you know, I often just like a guy and his guitar. Elliott Smith is my favorite artist of all time. So.
Nice. Right on, man. So what I hear is quality rocking. Can we all agree on quality rocking?
Yeah.
All right. I agree. And you're about to hear one more time here on Hot Rocks, the Turpentines. They got theturpentines.com, and they're down there in Georgetown tomorrow night rocking. This is Dumbbell Poison. There it is. Well, that was the last jam, Dumbbell Poison. The Turpentines.com is the website.
Yeah,
Turpentines.
right.
Thanks for coming through, guys.
Thanks
Thanks
for
Sounded
having us.
good, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
uh,
Thank you.
Yeah, last thing, shout out to Stone Gossard,
Yeah, some shouts.
who's helped us very much over the years, and the Northwest School, our school as well, who has helped
Chad.
connect us all around.
And Chad McMurray, the guy who made the album happen.
Shout out to
It's
Chad.
been awesome,
And Ben Shepherd from Soundgarden.
Shout out to
hanging
Ben
around
Shepherd, yeah.
hanging around the studio.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
awesome, dude.
supporting
And
us while we were in
friends,
there. recording.
friends, family.
Yeah,
Always.
everyone.
Love you. I love everybody. that's
Parents
with us
forever
right now.
feeding us and all of that. And girls for inspiration.
Girls. Girls and rock.
Yeah.
Girls
Rock
and
and
Girls
roll.
and
Shout
rock.
out to Alex too. Hi, Alex.
All right, well, that's it. And tomorrow night at the Mix down there in Georgetown, you guys will be rocking. And the Turpentines.com, you guys are doing some more shows
Yep.
end of the year here.
Yep.
And a pleasure. Time flew. That's
Thank
how I
you
know it's
so
good.
much, man.
And there is a totally awesome new host for Hot Rocks as I am looking at other endeavors in life. I also quit radio earlier this year for the same reasons. I still love music. I will love music till the day that I die. But hosting and interviewing, it's been a long and awesome dozen years or so. I've been doing this for a little while now. So, yeah, change is good. That's the only thing I've really realized. So thanks for watching, my friends. Hot Rocks is anything but over. We will be at Club Motor next week. Come on out, and thanks for watching. Now, the magical green squares of magicness.
Let it go. Young rich boy stays his clear as a punk claims himself to be musician. But does he know that he's nothing but a trend? Sister